Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna verified dead Finn is baffled by Lee's leave of absence. After John Finnegan was perplexed by Lee Finnegan's leave of absence, Luna Nozawa was proven to be alive on screen, according to the bold and the beautiful. Lee was carrying a large package of items when Finn stopped her as she passed the hospital. Finn was perplexed by the news because it was so different from his mother's behavior. Lee said she had packed things because she was taking a leave of absence. Lee pretended that she needed some time to contemplate everything that had transpired with Luna and Papi Nozawa prior to that, even though she is often a workaholic. The topic of Steffi Forrester spending some time away with the children came up. Finn knew they would return, but he would miss them. But Finn couldn't help but reflect on how Luna nearly prevented him from ever seeing his wife again. Lee finally stated that she needed to take care of something, and that it should have been done a long time ago after Finn continued to grill her about her leave of absence. In the following episode, Lee traveled to the place where she had Luna hidden in a hospital bed. Lee pulled back the curtain to show Luna and pushed a few buttons on the medical equipment she was connected to after taking the goods out of her box. Eric Forrester, Ridge Forrester, and Brooke Logan celebrated their arrival in Naples with a rooftop welcome party. Nick met with a man in the meanwhile to discuss the boat he would need for his next trip with Brooke. Nick was assured that the boat would be ready in time, even though a mechanic named Luigi was tinkering with the steering wheel and working on the hydraulics. After a while, Nick found Brooke and greeted her with a hearty Italian hello. Nick declared it a date and kissed Brooke while Eric scowled close by because Brooke had agreed to have some fun with him during this trip. Donna Logan and Taylor Hayes discussed how much they missed Ridge and Eric now that they were in Italy at the Forrester mansion. Taylor believed Nick could be a viable alternative for Brooke, but Donna ended up stating that Ridge was the only guy who truly made her happy. Taylor emphasized that Ridge was taken and stated that it was too bad that Nick wasn't Brooke's first choice, despite Donna's observation to the contrary. Stay tuned for updates on how Taylor will be affected by Ridge and Brooke's impending reunion, as spoilers for the bold and the beautiful indicate that she may experience some grief in the future. Liam's recovery was a fake, and Grace's medical scam took a sinister turn. Is he still dying too? Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful hint that in the upcoming weeks, Dr. Grace Buckingham's medical swindle will take a sinister turn. Grace informed Bill Spencer that Liam Spencer's brain tumor had been cured by his life-saving surgery. However, according to the most recent spoilers, it might be the biggest deception ever. Steffi Forrester and Bill, I hope Liam and Logan are thrilled by the most recent brain scans. He no longer has a tumor. Seems to have never been. Finnegan, John Finn, is dubious. He admits that Liam seems to be cured, but he is unable to provide a medical explanation. He is still committed to looking into Grace's surgery to make sure Liam has no problems. Bridget Forrester meets with Finn to discuss Liam's case. Bridget explains what they know, according to teasers for the bold and the beautiful. Liam was dying, Grace knew a specialist, extorted money from Bill, and Liam is now cured. Too good to be true, it appears. Bridget questions whether Grace hired a faculty member with a license. The idea of a medical faculty operating on a man who has just recovered from a gunshot wound appears dubious. Finn suspects that there is a problem with the procedure. To put it mildly, it was unsettling that Grace wrote Liam's prescriptions and filled them herself. Her concern for Liam's health after he was admitted to the hospital following Luna Nozawa's shooting was the true red flag for Finn. Her concern in taking care of him seemed odd. According to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, Finn asks Bridget if she has seen Grace since Liam's surgery. She stops and acknowledges that Grace hasn't been in the hospital. Given that Grace is overburdened with patients, Finn finds that strange. She doesn't usually abandon her patients when they are in need. According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Finn ultimately finds out that Liam's tumor is not only still present, but is also expanding after seeing his actual brain scans. In order to extract the $1 million payout, Grace deceived Liam and his family. She was aware that Bill would refuse to pay the $1 million payment if they found out that his tumor was incurable. Finn will probably devise a treatment plan to save Liam's life after learning the truth. Grace will most likely be punished by Bill or sent to prison. But it turns out that Grace's time is running out. When Dollar Bill finds out about her fraud and her falsehood about Liam, He would be furious like a father trying to save his son, thus she should be guarding her back. Do you believe Liam's tumor was indeed cured, BNB fans? Italy drama, Rich cornered, Eric's intentions. There will be spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans should anticipate that Eric Forrester will be transparent about his objectives. Sheila Sharp wants to bid her granddaughter Luna Nozawa farewell, because she thinks she is dead. Sheila will be shut off while she talks to Lee Finnegan about this. Lee has kept Luna's survival a secret from everyone, and Sheila is unaware of it. Fans will witness Lee restoring Luna's health, nevertheless. Elektra will think about finding another work in the meanwhile. Naturally, Elektra also thinks Luna is no longer a threat to her. Should Elektra pursue a career in jewelry design and fashion modeling? Elektra clearly has the appearance of a model. Will she pursue other career paths? After the deepfake incident, is Elektra prepared to make her public debut? Initially, Ridge and Brooke will enjoy their time in Italy. Ridge and Brooke will go on a delightful boat ride. Despite his continued commitment to Taylor Hayes, Ridge does not want Brooke to spend time with Nick Marone. Infuriated, Brooke will also go on a boat cruise with Nick. A marriage proposal and some romantic moments will be shared between Nick and Brooke. Unfortunately, Brooke gets into an accident and the vacation takes a drastic turn. Watch for Ridge to abandon everything and rush to save Brooke. Ridge will ultimately be Brooke's hero and save her when she nearly drowns. Ridge will get the motivation he needs to get back together with Brooke because of this accident. Naturally, Eric has been urging him to follow his heart and put things right for months. Although Taylor is not yet aware of it, Nick will be out of the picture by the end of this trip. How would Ridge inform her of the news? Will Taylor realize Ridge's true nature at last? Luna will recover consciousness in the meanwhile and start to doubt Lee's behavior. Lee is concealing Luna in order to prevent her from being imprisoned. Is Luna capable of changing as Lee thinks she can? Daphne Rose will pique Carter Walton's interest. Will Carter wind up in Daphne's bed as the competition between Hope Logan and Daphne intensifies? Eric demands Ridge pick Taylor or Brooke. Before leaving for Italy with Forrester Creations, Ridge gave Taylor a final kiss. Brooke also traveled to Italy to see the flamboyant fashion display on the La Canzone del Mare balcony. Ridge insisted to everyone that he had moved on with Taylor, and the two are getting married. Ridge was obviously annoyed by Nick's reappearance, but it wasn't strictly because Nick was focusing on Brooke, was it? Taylor's romantic life has completely circled back. Taylor closely monitored Ridge prior to her return to Los Angeles. She wanted to know if he and Brooke were still together. He was, in fact. In Monaco, she witnessed the two in a romantic relationship. Brooke's bedroom was at its peak at the time. Ridge was thrilled by how well his then-fiancé's sultry lingerie brand was received. He was certain they would adore her. Ridge was equally enamored with her. They were being observed by an enigmatic woman wearing a hijab. Taylor turned out to be that woman. She has now returned to her starting point. According to Taylor, she has her man. This will be Ridge and Taylor's third marriage. 3 times the charm, as they say. Will they, however, walk down the aisle? Ridge, Brooke, and Eric, who is already acting as a matchmaker, are traveling to Rome for work. Brooke is the ideal lady for Ridge, in Eric's opinion. He must, however, step back from his son's life and let him make his own choices. He must get over his obsession with Brooke. However, Eric is adamant about controlling his son's romantic life. Taylor will not be in Rome to see Ridge and Brooke canoodle. Instead, she hopes Nick will watch over them while they're abroad. This demonstrates that Taylor and Ridge are back where they started. She will constantly question whether he is still in love with Brooke, and will never be able to totally trust him. That isn't good for you. Brooke and Taylor both deserve a man who is committed to them. What do you think? Do you think that Taylor's romantic history has resurfaced? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below.